Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's dreaded D-Rose report. Probably around between 8:30 to 9:30 tonight will mark the 15th year of the tragic death of Owen Hart. I ain't saying he was the greatest wrestler in the world, but he did wrestle. He didn't go out and just punch and kick and push and just grapple and stuff. He was a good wrestler. Can't believe it's 15 years though. Boy, I'm getting older. WWE CFO George Barrios, he participated in it was kind of a presentation at the Global Technology, here's what I'm getting at here in a few, and Media Telecom Conference in Boston this week, and here were some of the highlights. He said, the Monday Night Wars will debut in the fall on the network. And assuming WWE loses all of its pay-per-view business, from the satellite companies and cable companies, they're just assuming this, they will need between 1.3, 1.4 million WWE Network subscribers to break even. They believe they can reach 2 to 4 million subscribers globally within 2 to 3 years. Now, global market, I'm not sure how that's going to go over. Of course, I'm not there. But here, I think, man, they may have reached a peak in the States. I really do. But anyway, they monitor the quality of the network by the second, especially after going through, rough patches during the launch week. And on March 30th, they had about 500,000 subscribers on the network by WrestleMania 30. On April 7th, they had 667 subscribers, which a lot of people bought the $9.95 instead of the pay-per-view buy rate. And they will announce the quarterly going forward. Every quarter they're going to tell us a new figure. I kind of hate it, but I think it's kind of going to go down. Maybe till the next WrestleMania. Then it'll go up again. Now this, I thought was, well, anyway, let me get through this. Apple gets, by the way, 30% of any subscriber made through them, and there are similar deals on other platforms such as Roku. All right, this I thought was going to happen sooner or later, and they've also discussed running advertisements on the network, but that hasn't made a decision yet. But my feelings, they already got a decision made. They just need to put them in place and get some more subscribers up, because WWE is an advertising machine. They constantly advertise, I would say maybe no longer than 5 minutes on Fridays and Mondays. You watch that. Somewhere there's always an ad in there promoting either themselves, another, an event, something going on. Anyway, they also discussed running, like I said, advertisements on there. And but that's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths when you buy something and you get advertising. But they even advertise their own pay-per-views. WWE does not maintain credit cards on file from the network subscription, as they use partners to process that material. And for those that might have missed the post-surgery report from WWE, the earlier reports had Daniel Bryan having a broken neck were untrue. Well, anyway, he had a significant nerve damage that required minimal invasive surgery. It was called cervical melotomy. Something like that. Anyway, it decompresses the nerve root. And Bryan had neck problems for a significant amount of time. They got worsened to the point where he had to go in for finally surgery. I think you have just like a permanent headache. Word is AJ Lee, by the way, won't be returning to WWE until after her wedding with CM Punk. She originally was scheduled to be back before June, but looks like now she's going to be back sometime between Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. Which apparently they don't put months on there. We got a calendar over here that says Money in the Bank, SummerSlam. You look to see what month it is. But, hey, anyway, WWE NXT divas Bayley and Becky Lynch are now wearing matching outfits and doing synchronized tag team moves. And they are being groomed as the regulars to feud with Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Now that the other divas has moved on to the main roster. And if they get that combination and that synchronization down good, hey, they can come on and wrestle the Bellas, which always pretty much did something like that. WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson made a surprise appearance Wednesday WWE live event in France. Pat cut a promo on the Intercontinental title and then acted as special guest ring announcer for the Big E and Bad News Barrett title match. Hey, and the Flair, the Ric Flair, the Hardys, the Ted DiBiase Sr., the Barbarian, and more has been announced for the May 31st Big Time Wrestling event in North Charleston, South Carolina. There's going to be a meet and greet and everything, around 5 o'clock before the show. And WWE issued a new survey today noting that they are considering doing DVDs for Legend House Countdown, Divas, Total Divas Season 1, Monday Night War, and WrestleMania Rewind. And they're also considering doing the following DVD projects. Okay, please make a note of this. A 3-disc DVD set documenting the lives of, remember I mentioned this last week, they were asking fans what they'd like to see. Anyway, documenting the real lives of WWE talent, similar to what they did to Daniel Bryan on WrestleMania 30 documentary on the network. Long-form biographies of professional and personal lives of the WWE talent, similarly to what ESPN does on 30 for 30 series. I don't know what that is, I haven't watched it. One-man show, WWE legends tell intimate stories on stage inspired by the ones that Jim Ross does and Mick Foley. And WWE reveals. Now this could be good. It's an in-depth look. I don't know how much it's going to be slanted, but in-depth look at controversial moments in WWE history, including Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman, the passing of Owen Hart, the curtain call at Madison Square Garden with the Clique, and Mike Tyson leaving prison after a rape conviction and help WWE kickstart Steve Austin as a major star, and XFL and David Stossel being slapped by Dr. D, David Schultz. That was kind of a, I don't know how they're going to present the XFL, except it was just ahead of its time. David Stossel, he kind of got the crap slapped out of it for calling wrestling fake. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I got to go.